Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. Okay, I don't know how long this vlog is gonna be out of necessity. A couple things out of necessity. Because, am I getting a package? Oh my God. The UPS guy, or as Tanya Jean calls him, the UPS guy. The UPS guy is coming down the street. Am I getting a package? Because I made my coffee today. No, it's not. Why are you passing me by? I thought it was my new Halloween cup. I think it's supposed to come tomorrow though. So I made my coffee today in this cup. If you guys remember, I got this from Sullivan's Nursery up the street. And this is the Corksicle and Rifle Paper Company collaboration, but they have a Halloween one. And I just ordered it, I think a couple days ago I ordered it. And it's all Halloween stuff on it, but it's, see, it's metal. I love the metal cups. So that's going to be my one. Well, I bought the Boo cup already from all these cups that I get from Sullivan's Nursery. They do the best things there. But anyway, I bought that has the ghost on it, and then it says Boo underneath it. And so I got that one, and then I have the Halloween cup that looks like this. It's got like witches on brooms, and it's gonna be so fun. So anyway, that cup is coming. It should be here, I think, tomorrow. I was gonna do a Peter Does Stuff video showing all my Halloween mugs, but I haven't even brought them down from the cabinet yet, so I might do that tomorrow. Whenever that my cup runneth over, whenever that cup comes, then I will do my Halloween cups. But I also ordered just some really fun, you're gonna get rained on at pickleball. It's raining almost right now, I can feel. I'll see you in 10 minutes. You have oh, you gotta play pickleball with your umbrella? Have fun. So that was what I was gonna say about out of necessity because, well anyway, so the two videos that I'm gonna do on my Peter Does Stuff channel, we'll just talk about all kinds of necessity right now. The two kind of videos that I'm gonna do for mugs, because of course those are such exciting videos. What are you doing today for work, Peter? Well, I'm making a video of my Halloween mugs. Isn't this such a magical life? I mean, it really is. And you guys give that to me. And I mean, like, I am so incredibly thankful. Well, like, if you saw my list of videos for all my channels, well, making the new table out here. So I have a new, here as you can see all my stuff. So this is like my TV tray thing that you guys are on. So this one is so warped. I just cleaned this stuff off so I can show it to you. So this is my table that I got years ago because Caroline had it. But do you guys, hold on, I don't want to have my coffee spill everywhere. Do you guys see this table is like so wobbly? And I had something sitting underneath it, but I don't have that anymore. So this table is actually going to go over there in the corner and it's going to hold one of the ferns. Well, that was the plan for summer. That was really the plan, but I never did make that table. Okay, but I came out here earlier and I was like, okay, I need to clean this stuff off. So I came out here and I like used the multi-purpose cleaner and I cleaned this off and I cleaned this off. Well, I've noticed that this table right here, okay, it is like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's warped. And so I have another one of these that I bought. Was that 2 years ago that I bought the new table? Was it last year or 2 years ago that I bought the new tables? So I have a new table. It doesn't look like this. It's like square and it's like faux wood. So I bought that. But I also bought one of these. I think it looks identical to this little TV tray kind of desk thing. They're both in the garage. So today when I was cleaning these, I was like, oh, this is really, really warped. Like, I mean, it's been sitting out here for 3 years in the wind and the snow and everything. Like every night, I don't take it in. It's like every night it sits out here. I think I might have taken it in like 2 or 3 times, or I fold it up and I put it back there if it's supposed to be a really heavy storm. But this thing has lasted the duration. And I have a brand new one sitting in the garage. And so, do you remember last year, my excuse was, I must have got them last year, because my excuse was, well, I'll just save them for spring and summer next year, and then I'll have new things to put out here. But at this point, I kind of feel the same way about it. Like, should I just save them for next year? But then anyway, so I was cleaning the tables today, and I was like, okay, out of necessity, because this one is so like, I can't even put a cup of coffee on it because it rocks back and forth. And I have like a little piece of like something underneath it. And then I lost that. I'm like, I just need to put the new table out here. So wouldn't it be so funny if the fireplace cleaners are coming on Thursday? Wouldn't it be so funny if in 1 week, those two things I put off for like, well, the fireplace I put off for like 5 or 6 years, but then the table I put off for like a year or two. Wouldn't it be so funny if in 1 week I knocked both of those things out and got the new tables done? I haven't even opened the box of the table yet. Like, it might be as simple as literally just pulling out the box and putting it out here. I have no idea. Part of the reason why I haven't done it yet is because I feel like there's like screws and things, and there's just screws everywhere in the world. I feel like there's screws and things involved, and I just don't really want to do it. That's just the honest to God's truth. I just don't want to put together. I hate, like, if there is a hell, I truly believe that my hell, part of it would be like having to put together like IKEA furniture. Like, I'm not any good at it, and I always get things wrong, and I always screw it up. Like, Alex put these chairs together, and I helped with that one, and then it won't rock anymore because like one of the screws fell out. This is why I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm not good at, I can follow a recipe, but it just does not taste the same. Okay, I'm just telling you. We know what our strengths and weaknesses are in life. Okay, my strengths are not putting together furniture, and my husband's not going to put the table together. But I don't know. I might pull it out of the box, and it might be as simple as just like shoving some like 3 things together and then the table's together. It might be really that easy. See, it is. I can feel it sprinkling on me right now. So anyway. So out of necessity, you might get the table video this week. Well, Alex has his bachelorette party this weekend, so I was thinking this weekend, I was thinking about this about 5 minutes before I started the vlog. I was like, I'm going to go downstairs and get the Halloween decorations out, and then I might get mums with Caroline on Wednesday. I don't think I'm going to get tons of mums. I just might get, like, the ones that were small at Trader Joe's, they were a little bit more expensive, but they're so cute. So I might just get, like, 4 mums and a pumpkin, and then get some Halloween decorations out here and stuff like that. You know what never came? It's my Peanuts door. I'll have to look online and see why that never came. Anyway, and I was going to order these pillows, but I'm not going to order them now because it's like we're already in October and it's too expensive. But anyway, for Christmas, I'm going to go all out. I decided I'm going to go all out on the deck, the deck is the back deck, the patio for Christmas. But out of utility, what was the word I was using? Out of necessity, this week, listen, the fireplace is going to get, unless they come out here and they say they can't fix it and something's like really wrong with the fireplace, but the fireplace is going to be fixed, and I'm planning on putting the tables together. Can you even imagine? I am literally the king of procrastination. I am. I know that, but like, you know things about yourself, right? Like, but it'll be funny if like both of those things I've been talking about forever on the vlog both get done in 1 week. Okay, so that's the first thing out of necessity. But the second thing with why the vlog might be short is, so today, well, first of all, I wanted to get the vlog started at like 5 o'clock, and it is currently 6:04 p.m. And all day today, it has been like cloudy. It's been a beautiful, like, fall day. It's been the kind of day that I love to, like, read and, like, watch scary shows and stuff like that. Oh, my God, I'm so into the BritBox right now, but we'll get to that in a second. It's, like, very cozy fall day in Indiana. Did it even hit 80 today? It was supposed to be, like, 82. Oh, no. It's 72 today. So, anyway, look at that. It, like, shows dark clouds. So, it has been, like, dark and cloudy all day today and felt like rain. Oh, it says thunderstorms possible around 8:30. Locally heavily rain possible. Well, I knew it was supposed to rain and thunderstorm tomorrow, but I didn't think it was supposed to be today. I thought it was supposed to be just, like, partly cloudy. I can feel it sprinkling on me. So, I was out with the dogs earlier. They are so sweet when other dogs come by, you guys. They are so good with other dogs. And Walter especially, because he's kind of a little scared of them. And so this woman walked by, and she had like a golden doodle or something. She said it was a puppy too, but she said it, like, I think she said it was 7 or 8 months. But they were so cute interacting together, and I had all my treats in my pocket. And so I always ask when people bring their dogs by, because they just sniff each other and stuff like that. It's so cute. And I was like, can she have a treat? And she was like, yeah. So I gave her a little treat. She was so sweet. But anyway, so we were standing out there And I said, is it raining? She goes, it wasn't. She goes, I didn't think it was supposed to rain today. And I go, I can feel sprinkles. She goes, I do too. And I said, well, you get home before you get wet. And she goes, okay. And so then I brought them inside and stuff like that. They don't love coming out in the rain anyway. Like, I'll do it, like, because they have to go potty late at night. Oh my God. Putting the harnesses and the leashes on them and all that kind of stuff, then bring them out in the rain. And I always stand under the tree because I don't want to get soaked, but then they don't want to do anything. And they don't like to walk on the wet grass anyway. But anyway, it says it's not supposed to rain until 8:30, but it has been dark all day long. It's the weirdest thing, you guys. I don't know what it is about the lighting of the camera, but like, I'm looking at myself in the camera right now. It is darker outside than it shows on camera. I don't know how it is, but it looks like it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But outside, it looks darker than that. I'm actually kind of surprised she went to pickleball. It'll be interesting to see if they play through pickleball. But anyway, tomorrow, because Tanya and I talked about, we were going to do something tomorrow, and now we're not because it's supposed to be thunderstorms and stuff like that. Let's look at the hourly, the weather app. Slowest app in the world besides Goodreads. Do you think Goodreads is slow? Hold on, I'm going to close it out and go back in. I love Goodreads, but it is so slow. By the way, I did a book haul today on my BookTube channel. I've been posting a lot on my BookTube channel lately. I got all kinds of videos planned for this month. Today is Fufu and Jesse's 2-year wedding anniversary. So congratulations to Fufu and Jesse. This is their first wedding anniversary as parents, by the way. So in our family group text, everybody, were they sending pictures in here too? Where's the group? Why can't I see it? It's a family group text. Caroline. Oh, here it is. No, but everybody was. This is Alex's mom's. So she got, this is her getting her IV because she's leaving for Peru. So she's going to Peru for 10 days and then she comes back 10 or 14 days and then she comes back and then she is the world traveler. She is. My mother-in-law is the world traveler. Then she comes back and then she's going to San Diego for like a week. And then she's coming back because Fufu and Jesse are going on an exciting trip. More about that later. And then she's coming back. And then she's going somewhere else. Where did Alex tell me? Chile or Argentina? Why can't I remember where she's going? But anyway. And Alex has his bachelorette party 20, 30 minutes up the road for me this weekend. Is it noon on Friday yet? Because I am ready to snuggle in with the dogs in bed. I'm kind of ready for a bachelor weekend a little bit. I haven't had a bachelor weekend in forever. They're going to have so much fun. I'm so excited about that for them. So her mom and his mom are both coming to the bachelorette party. I think it's nice. I just don't think if I was having a bachelorette party that I would want my mom and my new mother-in-law to be there. But I think it's real nice. But they're doing brunch. So the mothers are cooking brunch for them each of the day. Isn't that so cute? I think that's really cute. But anyway, they got all kinds of stuff planned. Alex is planning a lot of it. So anyway, what was I looking into? Oh, the weather. Okay. Yeah, 72 right now. Feels like 72 hourly. Oh, it looks like a lot of rain tonight. Okay. So 8 p.m. rain. 10 p.m. thunderstorms. Stops at 11. And then 12 a.m. thunderstorms. And at 2 a.m. it's just rain. And then tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms in the morning. Cloudy skies late. Oh, maybe chance of rain. Let's look at the hour tomorrow. Maybe Tanya and I will go to a meeting tomorrow. With her work, she kind of needs to know. Hold on, let me get out of this ad. She kind of needs to know earlier. No, it looks like it's not supposed to rain tomorrow night. So we might go to a meeting tomorrow night. Well, our therapist texted us today. So we usually have therapy at 5. And he asked us if we could switch it till 6. So, which gives me more time to film videos. Because I won't have to leave here till 5:15, which means I don't have to get ready until 4:30. And I actually filmed more videos today than I thought I would. I thought I'd only be able to film like my sister-wise video and a vlog, but I actually got more filmed than that. So tomorrow if I get up earlier, hopefully I can get everything done. And then if Tanya wants to go hang out or go to a meeting tomorrow, we can do that. And then Alex can just drop me off there afterwards. We'll just kind of play it by ear and see. I'll call her when I get done here. So it looks like I'm probably, we'll have to see how hard it starts raining. I mean, I'll probably get done with this vlog about, what time did I start? A little bit before 6. So I'll probably get done with this vlog about 7, and then it'll take till 7:30. I don't want to start walking and then get stuck in the rain. I don't really, to be honest with you, mind walking in the rain. It's kind of refreshing. It's a little bit cooler tonight. I like walking in the rain, unless it's like heavy downpour. When I've walked, the other thing is this. If I'm walking like in this neighborhood and I'm like 2 minutes from the house and I can just like come inside. But if I get outside of this neighborhood, then no matter where I'm at, whether I'm back there or over there, or if I'm way far away and it starts pouring down rain, then I'm a good half an hour walk, sometimes 40 minutes from home. I think once or twice, Alex came and picked me up because I was like, it's like the downpour is really bad. But I mean, he's here, so he doesn't care. But like, I don't want to get that far away that I can't like just like, you know, turn around and walk home or whatever. This is one of those Matt and Bo t-shirts, but I had to stretch it out today. I just put it on to film, but I don't know that I love it. And now like the neck is hanging really low and stuff like that. So I had my hair appointment today. This is not the shirt that I wore today. I actually wore a really, really cute shirt that I bought last year for Alex's birthday in Mexico. And it's just now kind of fitting on me. And it's that Birdwell, you know that brand Birdwell that I love the corduroy shorts from? So I still have a couple pairs of their shorts that I like. The navy blue are my favorite. But I bought this like blue and white like pinstripe t-shirt. It has like this big collar on it. It's a t-shirt. But last year I bought it and it was like really tight on my gut. It's still a little tight on me, but like it fit. Oh, I wore it, actually, or I took a picture. I wore it. I took a picture of myself in it. I actually put the picture up on my Instagram. Hold on a second. Yeah, here it is. So this is the picture. Oh, you can't really see it, but that's the t-shirt. I love the collar on it, because the collar's like, reminds me of this t-shirt that I had when I was in high school. So anyway, that was my pre-haircut. I didn't take a post-haircut picture. You want to see a post-haircut picture? She just trimmed it up. We're just kind of like trimming it up each time. I have another hair appointment right before the week before Halloween. My Uber ride there, the guy didn't talk at all. He was really, really nice. I don't even know what kind of car it is. I don't even know how you go in and look at it. But it was like a Honda, like, it was like a brand new car. It was like a Honda CRX, and inside it had like leather. It was beautiful. It was spotless inside. Like, I felt like I was like in car service. Do you know what I mean? Like when like somebody sends car service for you, like at the airport. Like, it was gorgeous inside this car. I don't really. It's very rare anymore that I get in cars. Well, I typically use Lyft now. I don't use Uber. Indianapolis, it's quicker to get a Lyft. Oh, so to get the ride this morning on Lyft, it was like, he was like 7 minutes away, and he got here even sooner than that. And I got there like 20 minutes early. I went over to Dunkin' Donuts and I got a coffee. And I was still like early for my hair appointment. And then, because she was finishing up somebody, I was just kind of like looking through my phone and stuff. And then, when I got done, I like ordered a car on Lyft, and it said a minute away. And I was like, oh my God. And so when he came to pick me up, he was really, really nice. He was super talkative. I actually made a joke about it on my drama video today, because I was talking about like how he's like my twin, because like he kept on talking. He was like, I didn't even say everything he got into. Oh my God, he told me his whole entire life story today. And like, I'd be like, oh really, wow. And then he just like, it was like he didn't even hear me talking. He just kept on talking. I was like, and then it occurred to me, because he was like coming through our neighborhood, and he was like, these trees are huge in here. He goes, do people have tree insurance? And I said, I don't know. And he just kept on talking. He's like, that tree would be worth $40,000. And I was like, how do you know that? And he goes, I know a lot about trees. And then he like literally switched the conversation, was talking about some band he likes. And I was like, I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. Like, this is how I talk. So I made this whole joke in my drama video about how I have a twin. But he was really, really nice. But anyway, I like literally like I sat down on the curb outside of my hair appointment, and I like, because it's usually like 15-minute wait to get an Uber over there. And so I sat down. There's like a real small coffee shop that I like to go to in that little area. It's like a little coffee shop, but it was closed today. I don't know why. So I sat down on the curb, and I thought it's gonna be 15 minutes. I literally like, it said confirm or whatever, and I confirmed it, and it said he's a minute away. And I'm like looking at it, And I'm like, where is he at? Like, I thought he was like on a road, like, and I was like, how is that a minute away? He was literally in the parking lot parked. And he came over, I go, you were so fast. And he goes, yeah, because I was just sitting over there at I was sitting at the Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, oh my God. So anyway, he was really nice, but he told me his whole life story on the way home. So then, when I got home from my appointment, I got home probably about 3:15, and I texted Alex, and I was like, what time are you working till tonight? Because, like, if he tells me he's going to be home at, like, 4:30, then in my head, I'm like, okay, I definitely, like, I knew I wanted to get my Sister Wives video today. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this video, I'm going to do that video, whatever. So I said, what time are you getting home? And he said, I'm probably going to be here till 5, but which means I'll be home about 5:30, but I might be done a little bit early. And I said, okay. So I started like, well, I took the dogs out and did all that stuff. That was when I was talking to, was it? No, it would have been after that I was talking to the lady and it started raining. So I took them out and then I got them settled. And then I went upstairs and I filmed this drama video. And then I turned around and I brought it downstairs and I rendered it. And I started filming, started filming my Sister Wives video. And then Alex texted me and said he was going to be done earlier. And at that point it was like, I don't even know. It wasn't even 4 o'clock yet. Well, it had to have been, unless I got home. Maybe I got home a little bit earlier. I think I got my hair appointment ended early. I think I got done at like 3:30. So I was probably, yeah, I think it was a little bit before 4 because he texted, well, I guess I could probably just look. That would probably be the easiest way, wouldn't it? Because he texted me, he goes, I'm going to be home a little bit earlier. This is where he said I'll be done by 5 and then I'll be home by like 5:30. I said I should be done with my videos by then. He said, okay. And then he said, oh, 3:55. I'm actually going to be done here on a few. I said, okay, I'm about to film 2 videos. I'll try to hurry up and finish. He's like, don't hurry. It's going to take me a little bit longer. Plus, I can just do laundry downstairs. So anyway, but then I was like, okay, I just want to get these videos, like, you know, filmed so that he can sit and do whatever he wants to do. So when he came home, he was like, I'd already decided that it was like such a beautiful fall day outside that I was like, if it starts to rain, I wanted to do my booktube video out here. So I was like, well, I'm going to go outside and do my booktube video, my review video, so just whatever. And then those were the last 2 videos. I honestly, if he would have got home at 5:30 today, I probably would have done a Peter Does Stuff video, a movie video, and I probably would have filmed on all my channels. But initially, because my hair appointment's usually at like 11 or 12, and so I'm home by like 1:30, and then I start filming as soon as I'm home. So like by 4:30 or 5:30, I've had 4 or 5 hours to film. So I usually, like on a hair appointment day, I bust out the videos. Well, today my hair appointment wasn't until 2. So when I got home, it was like hours after I usually start filming. So I was like, so last night when I was thinking about it, I was like, if I just do my Sister Wives video and a vlog tomorrow, then I'll just, you know, because I'm going to film this weekend because Alex is going to be at the bachelorette party. So I was like, if I just do that, then that's enough because I'm going to film on this weekend anyway. But I filmed a drama video, a booktube video, a review, and my Sister Wives video. So I got 4 videos plus my vlog done today. So I was kind of like proud of myself. I was like, you got more done today. And took the dogs out, did the leash training. Well, did the leash training earlier and stuff like that. But anyway, so it's been a good day. It's been a real good day. I mean, it looks like it's going to downpour any second. And it's windy today too. Can you guys hear that? It's such a beautiful fall day. I have to tell you though, well, so I said this earlier. I am so into the BritBox, you guys. I have like, okay, and somebody told me, did I mention this already, that I need to get Acorn? So I looked into it last night. It's like, well, Acorn a month is like $2.99 for the first 2 months, and then it's like $8.99 after that. You can get Acorn and Stars together, but we already have Stars. So it's like one of the subscriptions that I pay for off of Amazon Prime. But then there's like there's Acorn. Does anybody, I never heard of Acorn before. Acorn, and it's like PBS Masterpiece or BBC Masterpiece or something. But somebody was telling me that if I like BritBox, that there are even more shows on Acorn. How is Acorn, let me look it up. Acorn different from BritBox. It's the first thing that pulls up. Acorn TV focuses on programming from Commonwealth countries, including the UK, Australia, and Canada, while BritBox primarily features content from British broadcasters, BBC, and ITV. BritBox generally offers a wider selection of shows and more current programming, especially comedies and contemporary dramas, while Acorn TV has a slight edge in older classics, Australian shows, and potentially more affordable prices. Okay. Well, does anybody have Acorn and absolutely love it? Like, I'm not above paying it. I mean, listen, I watch enough TV and I cover TV shows for my Peter Watches TV channel. You guys know I love TV. I'm not above getting it, at least trying it for it's $2.99 a month for 2 months. You can cancel it anytime. $2.99 a month for 2 months. So that, what is that? $5 for 2 months? I mean, I don't have a problem trying that. And also, if you have add-ons on Amazon Prime, what are add-ons that you think I should get? Definitely. I have the true crime documentary one. It sucks. I'm getting rid of it. And I also have the documentary club, and I'm getting rid of that one. That one sucks. I would not recommend those. And then we have Stars, and we have BritBox. I am obsessed with BritBox, okay? I don't know what it is about British crime dramas that are so different. And, you know, I've been watching a lot of, like, the Swedish ones and the Norwegian ones, too. And I really like those a lot as well. Like the RA Murderers or whatever, however you pronounce it. I think that was Finnish or Norwegian. But no, I think maybe it was Swedish. They're just better done. I don't really know how to explain it. I think the character development is better. I think that... And I can watch them in subtitles, or I can watch them, well, if they're another language. Obviously, BritBox is not. But I can watch them in subtitles, like if they're Swedish or whatever, or I can watch them dubbed over. I don't mind. But I think those are just, so many of the shows on BritBox are so well done. So many of you guys recommended, what was the show that this girl that I went to high school with, I was like, we were like friendly in high school. Like she was part of my group, but like we might hang out together like once every 6 weeks or something outside of school. And I saw her at my reunion. I've seen her a couple times since then. I did not know she followed my TV channel. And I was like, oh my God, this is so nice. But she recommended this show to me. What was it called? I've got all these pictures of Cody Brown. She recommended this show to me. And I looked it up. And I was like, what was the show called? Somebody recommended to me asked me if I was watching Murder in a Small Town. Is anybody watching Murder in a Small Town? It's on the 2nd season. I have not watched the 1st season. I'm more than willing to watch it. But she recommended to me Wallander. Has anybody watched this? Swedish detective Kurt Wallander investigates a series of murders in the south of the country near Skane, uncovering corruption at the heart of the Swedish establishment. The drama is adapted from the novels by Henning Mankell. Well, right now, so I don't know anything about it, but she recommended that to me. I thought it was so nice. She like followed, I didn't even know not just my channel. She follows my Peter Watches TV Instagram. I was like, this is, every once in a while, it's so bizarre, like people that I know, that I have like, I just kind of go under the assumption, because when I go and do things with people, like nobody asks me about my video, like in my personal life. Like Nikki and Mel and Tanya, and I mean, like Alex might be like, what'd you film today? But nobody, like, if we go out to dinner, nobody ever's like, oh, like, what do you, like, nobody ever asks me about YouTube, or very, very rarely. And if they do, if it's usually somebody that's just found out, like, that I make YouTube videos, it's usually people's husbands, and then they'll ask me, like, they're very interested in the technical side of it, like the editing, and I'm like, I don't edit. And then they'll ask me, how do you make money? They're very interested in how, like, Google AdSense works, how do ads work on YouTube, and the editing. Those are the 2 things that people always ask me. They don't ever ask me. And, like, they assume that I do, like, how-to videos. I don't know why. But they always are like, oh, like, how to tie a bow tie? I'm like, no. Like, and then, but if I'm out, like, with, like people that I'm friends with or out to dinner or whatever. I mean, well, people that I know, you know, like, know that so nobody really asks. They might ask me, like, Tanya will be like, what's going on or whatever, like, did you make a Sister Wives video? Nikki asks me that. Mel and I will talk. Mel and I don't really, we'll talk about booktube videos, but we don't really talk about, well, every once in a while we'll talk about, like, drama going on. We might talk about, my friends and I, like, drama that's going on online. Because, like, Nikki watches a lot of TikTok. Mel keeps up with, like, the YouTube stuff. Tanya keeps up with all that stuff. So we might talk about, like, the drama, and they might ask me what I think about something. But, like, as far as, like, did you make this video? No, we don't really ever talk that way. But if I'm out at a dinner, like, with couples that I don't know, they never ask me what I do. And they never, like, oh, you make YouTube videos? Like, well, what do you make videos about? No, but they don't care. They just do not care. You know what I mean? So, Sister Wives videos, like, I was explaining to somebody that I do, like, reaction videos for TV shows, and they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I watch, like, TV shows, and then I do recaps and reactions to it. And they just could not understand it. They didn't understand what I was talking about. When I talk about vlogging, Like, people in my neighborhood, every once in a while you'll hear somebody, like, at the pool, somebody was, like, explaining what it's the pumpkin, not the pumpkin beer, the chocolate beer lady. She was explaining to somebody else what I do, because they're like, oh, like, every once in a while you'll hear one of my neighbors, the camera stopped. They'll be like, are you live right now? And I'm like, well, no, I'm filming. But they think, like, I'm live. Like, I'm like this is Twitch or something. A lot of people in the neighborhood think that, like, when I'm sitting out here doing that, a lot of people think I'm talking on the phone, which is really funny. Like, they'll be like, oh, are you, like, talking on the phone? Are you okay? But the majority of my neighbors at this point, like, they know what I do. Very few of them watch my videos, but, like, some of them have. Some of them have watched, you know, whatever, the vlog, or, like, oh, her gardening tours, they've watched those and stuff like that. But very few people do. Every once in a while, somebody will be like, oh, I watched, like, this video that, I mean, they know the neighborhood knows what I do. They get a kick out of it. They think it's funny. But there was actually a woman in this neighborhood. Her two sons, because they filmed a video in this neighborhood, and somebody else in the neighborhood was like, do you know them? And I didn't know their name. And I was like, I'm like in my head thinking about two different things right now, because anyway, I'll tell you that story another time. So anyway, I got to reach out to this friend of mine first about telling that story. But anyway, her two sons do, like, pranks. They started on YouTube, but I think they're real big on TikTok now. They don't live here. I think they live in LA. But anyway, they were visiting her, and they had, like, some prank set up in the driveway. This was, like, 2 years ago. Because it was the woman that walks by that talks to me about, oh God, I wish she would walk by right now and I would ask her. The Fox Hollow Farm stuff, like, she knows, she used to work with the ex-wife, or his wife and stuff like that, her Baumeister's wife. She knows all the Fox Hollow Farm stuff. So when we go out of her neighborhood, she's, like, the first house outside of her neighborhood. So her daughter at the time would have been, like, in college. Maybe this was 4 or 5 years ago. Because she asked me, and then somebody else asked me too, like, do I know I didn't know who they were. But they don't live here. Their mom lived, I think maybe she moved out of here, but she lived in the neighborhood at the time. So they had set up this prank in the driveway, and they were doing some prank and filming the whole thing. It was like a bigger production than I do. It was like film crew kind of production. It was nothing like I do. But anyway, so people had asked me about it at the time. They're like, so people in here get a kick out of it and stuff like that. But what's interesting is that there are people that live in my neighborhood, like this woman that passed away. I think I've told this story, I don't know, I'm like, oh well. So the woman that I sat next to I mean, there's some people in here that have done, like, they're doing big stuff in the world, like big stuff. And now I can see that it's starting to get darker. But the woman, do you guys remember for the eclipse, the woman that I sat next to, and she would walk by and she had her purse, and her friend shared a dog in the neighborhood. And so she'd have the dog, like, one night, and her friend would have it the other night, and they walked it. So sometimes she'd walk the dog, other times she'd walk to her friend's house. She lived over there, her friend lived over there. So she would always have a purse. And so whenever she came by, she'd always be like, oh, hi, Boo Radley. I didn't know really anything about her, except for we would talk and stuff like that. She wasn't the school teacher. I never had any idea what she did for a living. She was super nice, but she loved To Kill a Mockingbird. She knew all about the character Boo Radley and stuff like that. And so when we were at the eclipse, when they had the little thing down on the cul-de-sac by the pool, I sat next to her. She was sitting under the tree, and I sat next to her. And so we got talking, and she was telling me, like, I think she said she was like 91. And she said all the things that I said, have you ever seen eclipse before? She was like, oh yeah. And she was like telling me, like, things that I said, what things do you, like, remember from, I mean, she was really, like, with it, alert. And she was telling me, like, things that she, like, had witnessed in her life. Like, she's talking about, like, Hoover, and she's talking about some other things, like, things that she remembered, like, I mean, were way before I was even born, that she remembered. And, she was so sweet, and she was so funny. Like, everybody in this neighborhood, when she passed away, was like, oh my God, she was such a light in this neighborhood. And I'll never forget, like, at the end of it, I said, well, maybe we can sit next to each other for the next eclipse. And she was like, she patted my shoulder. She was like, oh, honey, I don't think I'm going to be here for that. Well, then she passed away. It was like a month or two later. It was really soon after that. And, like, her friend went over to her house and just found her, and she had, like, passed in her sleep, just real peacefully. She was like a judge, and then had been, like, on the board of the ACLU, like ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union. Like, she had, like, changed laws, like, in this country, like, super liberal. I mean, And I would never, like, I didn't know, we didn't talk about any of that kind of stuff. Like, it blew me away, like, because they, like, put this email out with her obituary and stuff, and I was like, what? Well, we were talking about it at the pool one day, and they were talking about somebody else that had passed. And somebody was like, oh, did you know, like, what he did? And I was like, no. And they were telling me, and I was like, we have, like, a guy that lives in our neighborhood right now. His grandfather started this company that if I mention it right now, y'all would know it. You all would know. You'd be like, what? And he is, like, so humble and so sweet. And then our neighbor next door, Norma, she's passed away now. She was the one that was baking the one day. This was years ago. This was long before she moved out of here. I mean, Laura's lived in here now like 8 or 9 years. And Laura's aunt lived in there before then. And then Norma lived in there. And then the condo was empty for, like, I don't know how long it was. But anyway, so this was probably 15 years ago that Norma moved into the retirement home, and then she passed away like a year after that. So anyway, but this woman, Norma, lived next door to us. So we were outside. We would talk, but we didn't really ever talk that much. And she was, like, baking. And I said, oh, who are you baking for? Do you, like, have, like, do you have, you know, friends and family? And she's like, no, I don't really have I don't have any family around here. I don't have any, you know, people, whatever. She's like, I bake for some of my favorite neighbors. She was like, maybe one day I'll bake something for you, or something about pies, I think. And she's like, maybe one day you'll get one, or something like, I never did. But anyway, she was real sweet, and kind of. I mean, she kept these pristine rose bushes. So her and Laura's grandma were really, really good friends. And Laura's grandma, who just moved out of here recently, she would come over here and keep, like, she had perfect rose bushes in the front, perfect rose bushes in the back. And she kept those rose bushes like nobody's business. Well, then after she moved out and the new lady moved in, she took all the rose bushes out. I don't know why. They were gorgeous. And so anyway, that day that I was talking to her, I said, oh, well, so you're not from Indianapolis? And she's like, no, I moved here because of a friend of mine and whatever. And then I said, well, where'd you move from? And she's like, New York City. And I said, oh, did you live? She's like, I worked in New York City all my life. Now, you guys know I've shared this story before, that I grew up wanting to be a fashion designer, okay? Like, obsessed with anything fashion. My mom wanted to be the assistant to Edith Head, the costume designer for, like, Hitchcock and all those big movies. My mom read every fashion magazine when I was growing up. We always had all the Vogues sitting around the house and the big bazaars, and I love anything to do with fashion. I know, it's hard to believe, but I do. And still to this day, watch all the fashion shows. I was just watching Valentina's new show last night, so I keep up with all of it. I love it. I just don't really talk about it that much. But if I could go back in time and have my one true dream, it would be to be a fashion designer. That was always, like, when I was in high school, I was making clothes for my friends. I could make my own patterns. I can sew from a sewing machine, all that kind of stuff. That kind of surprises people when I say that. I mean, I haven't sewn from a sewing machine in forever, but if you sew from a sewing machine, you'll know what I'm saying. It's kind of like riding a bike. Like, I've been at my friends' houses when they have their machine set up, and I'll sit in front of it. It's not like, you don't really lose that. And I'm so grateful that that was something that I learned. So anyway, so I was like, what did you do in New York City? And she was like, I was a tailor, which the wording of it to me at the time kind of caught me off guard. She was like, I was a tailor for fashion designers in New York City. And she said something about an atelier, and I was like who? And she was like Oscar de la Renta, and she said something about, she named like 4 or 5 different people, and I was like, she is full of shit. Like, this is such bullshit. And I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I used to go to all the fashion shows and blah, blah, blah. And I knew the history of how fashion shows work. And if you know the history of fashion shows were really like, today they're like all celebrities and stuff like that. But fashion shows back in the day started, they were not celebrity shows. What they were for fashion designers to come and show. It was really press is what it was for. And so it was press, and it was like stores like Macy's, Bergdorf Goodman, things like that in New York City. So New York Fashion Week would be where the designers would present the things that they're going to show for the stores to buy, and for the press to come out and say, this is what they're showing this season, and things like that. So it was really like the press and fashion shows back in the day were the people that were really the elite. It's kind of like Anna Wintour for Vogue, who's stepping down, but it was kind of like like, she is still seen as elite because she's the editor-in-chief of Vogue, but at that time, it was like all press was seen as elite. Now it's like celebrities is what it is. But it was really never about the celebrities back in the day. It was for the stores that were buying the clothes, and it was for the press that were going to write about the clothes. And so that's how it all started. Well, when you see old pictures of fashion shows from like the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and stuff like that, they were done like in showrooms, and they were done like, they're different than they are now. And you would see like the women that were seamstresses and tailors like working on them as they were like going around. So she's telling me about all this, and I'm like, this is such bullshit. Like, she is like, this is a lie. And so when she moved out of the condo, I don't know if it was before she passed or she was, I think it might have been after she had passed away. I don't remember. Well, so she went to the retirement home. The priest came to read her last rites. Laura's grandma was there, and then after the priest, I mean, they thought she was dying like that night, and then after the priest like gave her last rites and stuff like that, she like sat up in bed and was completely fine. She lived for like another 3 months or something like that, and then she passed away. I think when she moved out of here, she was like 102 or 103 or something like that. She literally drove until she was 98. So anyway, she so when she moved out of there or passed or something like that, it was in between like the selling of the condo. Because, like, her grandma always had, like, if they were selling a condo, she could, like, she'd show everybody, anyway. But she was good friends with her, too. So she was like, do you want to see the condo before it's, like, they sell it? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to see it. Because all the condos in here, like, even ours, there's, like, 6 or 4 or 6 of just, like, our setup in here. They're all kind of a little bit different. Like, the Uber driver on the way home was like, are they all 1-stories in here? I was like, no, I'd say like a fourth of them are 2, like ours is a 2-story, but Laura's is not a 2-story. Theirs is not a 2-story, but they have a huge basement. Her basement's the same size of ours. Half of it's finished. Like across the street, they're 1-stories. There's only a few 2-stories in here, but anyway. So I went over there and I looked, and I was like, she's like, come down here and see the basement. This is really interesting, her grandma. And so I went down there, and she had dress forms in the basement, and then she had this wall, and it was pictures of her. It was like this, like, what do you call it? Like in a classroom where you like pen stuff up, but it was like a board next to these dress forms. And it was like newspaper articles with her with all these famous fashion designers. And it was like her, like in the picture, it'd be like her next to the fashion designer and like a model, and she's like pinning the dress. And it would say like Oscar de la Renta. I don't even remember who the names were that she said. I mean, it was big time people. Halston, and it would say like Halston's fashion show, blah blah blah, whatever. And it would be like Halston, and then like the model, and then like Norma. And I'm like, what the? She was, oh my god, like I never forget telling Alex that. I was like, she legit was a fashion designer living next to us. Anyway, we've had some cool people that have lived in this neighborhood. Some cool people. So, lots of stories. Lots of stories. Stories, as me and Valerie say. Lots of stories. Every month, like, in the newsletter, they put out this thing that'll say, like, it's like, who in the neighborhood do you think has, like, traveled the farthest? And it'll say, like, for a wedding or something. And it'll say they traveled, like, I don't know. And then it'll be, like, somebody that, it's like some fun fact about people. I haven't made it into the fun fact yet. That should be very telling. But there's only one a month, right? But they'll have, like, a fun fact about somebody. And it'll be, like, sometimes it's random stuff. Like, who is, like, oh, somebody in here that was in here did, like, because it was, like, they named, like, the Monkees, the Beatles. They named, like, 6, it was, like, Steppenwolf. They named, like, 6 bands. That was, like, a set designer on tour for these people. I was like, what? And I knew who it was. The guy was, like, 80. I think he's dead now. He's, like, 80. And he, like, this was years ago that they put that in. And he was, like, he'd walk around the neighborhood. And I was like, when I can remember reading it, I was like, he was a set designer for, like, these huge bands back in the day. So, anyway. But I'm really into the BritBox. Okay, so late at night, I have like one candle lit in the kitchen, and then I like the kitchens are like dimmed down, the lights, and so it's like, so it's a little bit light in the living room. The dogs play. Walter plays late. Excuse me. Otis comes and he wants to get up on he can't jump up there, but he goes like this, and then I pick him up. Otis has been going to sleep pretty early next to me. Walter keeps on playing and playing and playing late at night. And then I wake him up, well, like at the end of each episode, I'll take them outside. So Otis will get out. But then as soon as I like come inside, I bring him back up in the chair. And then he goes right back to sleep. So last night, what did I watch last night? Oh, well, first of all, I read. And I read The 31st Trick-or-Treater. Loving that book. Loving it so much. Oh, I talked to Nikki for a long time last night, too, on the phone. Because we were talking about the books. So I'm loving 31st Trick-or-Treater. Then I bought this other book. Did I tell you I bought a bunch of cozy mysteries? Well, I'll get to those in just a second. Because I have a screenshot of them because I sent them to Nikki. Okay, so this book is on Kindle Unlimited for free, and it's real short. It's about this woman. It's paranormal, I will tell you that. It's like 124 pages. It's kind of an interesting read. Like, I'm like halfway through it right now. It's called What Comes Before by Molly McCobb. It came out last month. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's the best book in the entire world, but if you want to read something spooky, it's about this woman going through these woods to find this. I don't know why she's on foot finding this Airbnb, but she is, and then she gets trapped in the woods with this guy. Did I ask you guys about the girl who was taken? Has anybody read that book? Should I read it? Okay, and then, has anybody read this book? I'm thinking about getting this on Audible, if it's available on Audible. Well, you know what? Is it showing here? Halloween Hayride Murder by Linnea West. Has anybody read this? Okay, it's book 1 in Small Town, Minnesota Cozy Mystery, but I kind of really like the synopsis for it, which I didn't screenshot. So anyway, and I think it's free on Kindle, but I might get on an Audible and listen to it. I don't know. It's 3.9 on Goodreads. Cozies don't really get really high ratings a lot of times, like even the Misfortune ones that I love. So the book set, here I sent it to Nikki last night. Here's my Kindle. Okay, the ones that I bought on my Kindle are An Unforeseen Halloween, Murder with a Hint of Pumpkin Spice. These are all book 1s in Cozy Mysteries. Pumpkins and Pixels. And then this Christmas cozy romance, which is called Holly's Christmas Inn, Where There's Always Room. But I'm going to save that. I'm not reading that yet. So last night, oh, and here, if you didn't see my BookTube video, I ordered this the other night. I was so excited. It came yesterday. I was so excited about it. It's like a Kindle stand. I told Nikki, she's like, she got sent one already as a gift. I think some of you know that. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, Cody Brown. So last night I read for a while, and then I watched Sister Wives, and I took my notes for Sister Wives. And then after Sister Wives, what did I watch? I watched something. Oh, yesterday, when I got done with my vlog, Alex and I watched The Strangers Chapter 1. Okay, so I was going to actually do my review of that today. That's what my review was going to be on my movie review channel. So you can watch it on Stars. I think you can rent it on Amazon Prime or something like that. If you're going to go see the Strangers movie, it's Chapter 2. Okay, now I didn't understand how all this works. Let me get out of whatever I'm in. I don't even know. Oh, this is my Sister Wives notes. I didn't even understand how all this works. Okay, so there's the original Strangers that came out. Alex and I were looking at all the trailers last night. The one with Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck years ago, the original one. That's the one that scares Alex the most. So I've seen that one. I thought Chapter 1 was a remake of that, which it kind of is. It's kind of the same story, but modernized. And I think a lot more is added into it. But then there's like 2 or 3 other ones that came out after that. There's one that takes place in like this trailer park that this family rents. Because we watched that one, and I remember that one was scary. So we wanted to go see Chapter 2 in the movie theater. For those of you that didn't hear this, we wanted to watch Chapter 2, Strangers Chapter 2 in the movie theater. But when I looked it up online, I realized that it's a direct sequel to Chapter 1, which I thought was the original, but it wasn't. It was the one that came out last year. So we hadn't watched that one. I watched the trailer. I was like, I haven't seen it. Alex is like, he hadn't seen it. So yesterday early evening last night, we watched, which made real fun for my walk afterwards. I was a little scared. So we watched The Strangers Chapter 1. It's really good. I didn't know who Alex was talking about. We were watching Watch What Happens Live the other night, and it was a housewife that was on it, but then it was the girl that plays the main character in The Strangers Chapter 1 and 2, and she was on Riverdale. She's gorgeous. I can't remember her name. She's so good in the movie. But anyway, so I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to ruin anything for you. But if you're going to watch the new Strangers, you need to watch the first Strangers because it ends to be continued. So like if you, I haven't seen chapter 2 yet, so maybe you can watch it and not know what happens in chapter 1. But I think it would make more sense if you watch chapter 1 first. Like, I'm really glad. Well, how is pickleball?
Great. No rain. Perfect weather.
It's supposed to rain at 8 or 8:30. How many of you were there?
Just 2.
Aww.
But it was fun.
And neither one of you got pickled?
Well, I didn't get pickled.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
I won't play. I'm glad she does.
Why aren't you going to play?
I fall on my foot.
No. We're all going to play next year. And she's going to pickle us all. What does it mean to get pickled? Did she walk away? Oh, she's talking to them. So as she was talking, another couple walked by. Can somebody tell me what it means to be pickled? I think it means you get a 0 or something like that. So she was walking. Oh my God, there were so many people walking on the street. Oh my God. Do you remember I was telling you the other day, the woman that walks on the street, she's real nice, but she like is like very like, has a purpose to her walk. And she walks all through I see her outside of here. I see her in here like all through the day. She must be a hairstylist or something because every time I see her, her hair is a different color. Remember I told you about her? And it was like blue or purple last week or something. And now it's like this really dark burgundy. It's really pretty. She just walked by, but she had a hat on, but I can see the bottom of it. She walks through here so much, but she walks like as fast as I do. Like we're two of the we're the speed walkers in the neighborhood. I'm a speed walker. I'm a vloggerino. Are you vloggerino? Anyway, what was I saying? So if you're going to watch Strangers Chapter 2, I would suggest you watch Strangers Chapter 1. Like, I haven't seen Chapter 2 yet, but, like, so much happens in Chapter 1 that I don't know that it would have made sense to me. And it's also to be continued. So, anyway, so last night I feel like I watched Sister Wives. Ooh, somebody is, like, it doesn't smell like a grill. Is he grilling? No, he's not grilling. This is late for them to eat dinner anyway. Oh, no, it's not. Somebody is grilling, or it smells like, kind of smells like a bonfire. We cannot have bonfires in our neighborhood, but the neighbors around us, like, they, like, burn leaves and have bonfires and stuff. And when I walk through the neighborhood at night, it smells so good. You can see it, and they're sitting out there and stuff like that. There's this one house down here. It's kind of far away. It's far away in a direction that I don't usually walk because it gets really, really dark and it's heavily wooded. And if I'm listening to a scary book, then I get scared. But there's this house off this road over here, and like when I'm walking down a street, they're like on the other street, the next street over, but I can see their backyard like when I'm walking by it, and it's like in this wooded area, and they have this huge bonfire that has like literally like, I almost kind of wonder if they're like in recovery or something because they have like 10 or 15 chairs sitting around it, and I'm like, do they have like meetings out there or something? Like I don't understand, or maybe it's, I don't know. Ritualistic. No, it's real nice. But they have like this big bonfire that's like out there like all year long, right? But then they have all these chairs sitting around it and stuff like that. And every once in a while, like when I'll walk by, there's like people, there's not like 10 or 15 people, but there's like 3 or 4 people sitting around there. It's really nice. They have, it's like all like this brickwork around there. And I mean, it's not like super fancy. Like they did it themselves, but it's so cute and cozy. And I'm always like, oh my God, I wish I had that in my backyard. But that area scares me because it's like heavily wooded, and if like it gets really dark when I'm walking, I don't mind walking in the dark at all, but usually where I walk, like there's street lights and so many people have floodlights in their house and it's so heavily lit up, and I'm like, is the battery, as soon as I say this, it's going to go to the halfway mark, but I'm like, is the battery, it's still full. Anyway, well, it's not full, it'll go to the halfway mark here in a second, but even when I'm walking down the street, like it's pitch black outside, there's street lights like at every corner. Not big bright ones, but enough. And then like every house has like floodlights and bright lights on it. So, because they light up the whole yards. You know, the neighborhoods outside of here have big yards. In here, it's actually darker than it is outside of our neighborhood. Last night, the moon. Did you guys see the moon last night? It was so bright last night. But anyway, what was I going to say? So yeah, the Strangers. So last night I watched Sister Wives. No, I read. Then I watched Sister Wives and I took notes. And then I watched like 2.5 episodes of... Well, I took the dogs out for a really, really long time last night. Towards the end of it, so I just have them on their leashes and I have a flashlight and I have treats in my pocket and all this kind of stuff. But like, towards the end of the night, somebody said there was a fox in our neighborhood. I'm not real afraid of a fox. Okay, like coyotes that are like 2.5 feet tall, that scares me. But a fox in our neighborhood, I'm not really that scared of it. So anyway, plus the dogs are on leashes and stuff like that. But I was out here, and it was so funny because I was like watching them, and all of a sudden they were like standing right next to each other. We had been out here for a while, and as soon as it happened, both their heads were like boop, like that. And and Walter started pulling me in. Walter gets real scared of anything, but it was so funny because it wasn't funny, but he was like, started pulling me like up this, like he was ready to go inside. But all of a sudden I heard this like howl, and it was like not a dog howl. And I was like, is that a coyote howl? Like, is that what I'm hearing? So we came right inside. But to watch like a show, like, if they're running around a lot, Otis is starting to figure out to go to the door. Walter, not so much, but Otis is figuring out. So, like, if I'm watching them as I'm watching my show, like, I'm watching my show on my iPad, and if they're, like, playing right there, but if Otis walks away, like, I'll look down the hallway to the left, and if he's by the door, then I take them out. So sometimes during a show, I might take them out 2 times in a show and 1 time afterwards. So it takes me a little longer to watch a show. Last night, I watched 2.5 episodes of Shetland. Maybe 1.5, I don't know, but I am so into that show. It is so good, you guys. It is so, so good. Somebody said I look like the main character. I don't look anything like the main character. I mean, I don't take offense to that. I think he's an okay looking guy, but like I don't look, oh, the battery just went to the halfway mark. But I don't look anything like him. But I really like that show. So recommend all the BritBox shows to me in the comment section below. Tonight, though, I'm going to read. So I did a book haul today on my BookTube channel. And a lot of mysteries and thrillers, that's all I'll say. But there was one book that I saw online. It was on like the psychological, somebody asked something about it. I was like, ooh, this looks like something. It's like a horror thriller. And so I am going to start that book tonight. So I'm real excited about that. Let's go in and read some comments, shall we? Okay. Okay, I'm not going to continue this conversation because it's just becoming a lot at this point, but I loved everybody's input in it. But like Amber said, never heard of noodles or white rice with chili. I'm in California. Okay, this cracks me up so much that the idea of how we all think of chili across just the United States is so vastly different. I don't know. Thank you, Amber, for that, by the way. But so many of you guys well, because I also called it the Great Chili Debate last night on my vlog, but I thought that was kind of a cute title. But so many of you guys like chimed in and let me know like what you guys think about chili, and I loved it. It was so fun, and it was interesting because like I don't think anybody in California said that they, like Amber didn't, but a lot of people from California was like, I've never heard of noodles or anything in my chili. It really must be a Amani said, rewatching yesterday's videos. Aw, you're so sweet. Waiting for today's videos. I haven't even got them up yet. I haven't even got them up yet. Well, they've all been uploaded, but I've got to go inside and I've got to post them. So, Ash said, this vlog was so cute and fun. The phone call cracked me up. I have been binging the Ed Gein show. Unfortunately, I am invested. Ryan Murphy has got me again. Did I watch the 2nd episode or the 3rd episode last night? Oh, did I tell you Alex started it? So Alex started it last night. And I asked him, he's watching The Good Fight. He's really into that, The Good Fight. I asked him last night, he got like 2 episodes in. I said, what do you think? He goes, it's just okay. He's like, not really. We love the Ryan Murphy shows too. I love anything that Ryan Murphy does. But I'll keep on watching it. I'm just not going to binge watch it. I'm not that excited about it. I'll watch an episode here and an episode there. Shorty said, here in St. Louis, we call that chili mac. Chili with mac. I think that's how I grew up calling it. I think my mom called it chili 5-way or chili mac. I feel like, didn't I say that yesterday? Yeah, I've heard it chili too. She said, I've never heard of people putting rice in chili, but I bet that is really good. It is so good. I just remembered that today I was going to do I'm going to have to buy some more of that harvest chili because I think it's probably bad now. I so wish my mom was alive to tell me her chili recipe because it was absolute best, and I've never had chili that comes, oh, that makes me kind of sad. I think about that every once in a while, especially like, well, a lot of the stuff that my mom made, I do have the recipes for, or they were just like main things, you know? But I can't tell you how many times I said something to my mom about a meal I would love, and she'd be like, it's literally chicken a la king out of a can. Like, back when I was growing up, you know, and biscuits. But my Aunt Kathy, especially, there were a lot of things that she made that I've asked Caroline, like, could you remake it? And she's like, I don't have the recipe for it. I have no idea how she did it. Kelly said TikTok isn't ready for this dancing duo about me and Tanya Jean. So many of you guys, this is crazy. So Sally said, hi Peter, I'm in Pittsburgh. My mom used to make something called goulash that was almost like chili with macaroni noodles in it. But the taste wasn't exactly chili. Okay, I don't know about that, but so many of you said goulash with chili with macaroni. I have never in my life heard that, but I think this is so interesting that all of us have different perspectives about what chili is. I just think it's like, we all have different perspectives. Well, we have opinions about a lot of things, you know, going on in the world right now. But the fact that we all have different experiences and perspectives when it comes to chili, I love that. I love that, you know? Robin said, I use my chili and make a taco. The camera stopped. Robin said, I use my chili and make a taco salad. That sounds really good. Doritos, lettuce, and cheese. Oh, with chili on top. My mom uses something in spaghetti noodles. My mom used spaghetti noodles too. I'm gonna have to ask Caroline about that. You guys, literally every comment is about chili. I'm dying, I'm loving this. Maeve said, I hadn't had macaroni and chili growing up or rice, but now that I make vegetarian chili in the crock pot, I have a recipe that has macaroni noodles in it. I feel like growing up we had it over mashed potatoes. Okay, that sounds so, I've never heard chili over mashed potatoes, but I have to tell you, are you talking about pot roast? Because I haven't had pot roast over mashed potatoes. But chili on mashed potatoes actually kind of sounds really delicious. I love mashed potatoes so much. Oh my God. Mashed potatoes might be one of my, I love starches. Okay, mashed potatoes might be in one of my favorite food groups of life. Maeve, you are you gonna get me to make chili over mashed potatoes? Okay. Oh my God, somebody said, from a girl in Georgia, never had noodles in my chili. It's crazy how we all grow up with what we think is normal from different regions in the U.S. I agree, and I love this conversation. Oh my God, this just made me so happy. Annabelle said, from Colorado, I've never had chili with noodles or spaghetti. We do, however, eat chili with cinnamon rolls. Oh my God, I love that too. And fries with mayo and ketchup, yes. When I lived in Arizona, they dip their fries in mustard. Yeah, I remember that. I have a friend of mine that lives in Arizona. Well, Mel lives in Arizona. I don't know that, but she's not the friend I'm talking about. I don't know how she takes her fries. Sadie's mom said, I'm from Ohio. We do angel hair pasta with our chili. That sounds really good too. I love angel hair pasta with anything. Now you guys are getting me hungry for pasta. Not chili, pasta. Angel hair pasta. I love angel hair pasta. Oh my God. Topped with cheddar cheese and sour cream. Has no one heard of Skyline? Well, Skyline's like just like spaghetti, isn't it? Oh my God, you're so right. Skyline chili has spaghetti in it. You are so right. Oh my God, Meg Stalter, the comedian, I was watching her do this thing and she said something about Skyline chili on it because she's from Ohio. You are so right. Oh my God, yes, Skyline chili. Well, okay, so like common here in Indiana is macaroni, oyster crackers, sour cream, grated cheese, onions. That's really common. And chili powder out on the side too. I love chili powder. Megan said, we've been watching a Saw series. Oh my God, I gotta get caught up on that. Maybe tonight I'll watch one of Saw movies. Kristen, I read your comment from the vlog on my drama video today. I just randomly went over there and picked somebody out that I know. I was I wasn't proving a point. I was showing something about how you can see people's comments on there, like how many times they comment. And so I picked yours because I knew that you comment a lot over here. But I read your comment. I said, isn't that so nice? So you should all be watching the vlog. So we'll end with Kristen's comment. And her comment was, Monday morning, have a great week, Peter and fellow vloggerinos. And you too, Kristen. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here now and get up my other videos. Oh, what time is it? It's 6:59. If I can get everything done, then I can get my walk in before it starts raining. Well, maybe I'll walk out far and then come back and then finish my walk here, and then when it starts raining, come inside. So, you know what I have to show you guys? I really, really want. Okay, what is that brand? You know what? I'm not going to be able to find it. Hold on a second. It's Patrick Keel something. Hold on. Let me search my pictures. Patrick, isn't that his name? Yes. Do you guys like this raincoat? It's kind of expensive, but I'm only going to buy like 1 or 2 coats this year. Look, that's the inside you're seeing, but the outside is all blue. You can also get it in yellow and red. But look, it has these like, if I get it, what color should I get it? It has like those sailor things on it that I love. My dad used to have a coat like that. What do you think? Don't you think a blue one like that for fall, when it's like raining and stuff, would be so nice? I'm thinking about getting it. Oh, the yellow one's sold out. What's that brand? Keel James Patrick. Oh my God, their sweaters and stuff, you guys. So cute on here. Look, I got a bunch of their stuff saved on here. Look. Men's Fall Essentials. Look at all those flannels. Couldn't you just die? Oh my God, I love it. Look at these men's sweaters. Halloween sweaters. Look at these. How cute are those? Look at that with the fox running. I have all these screenshots of it. Is this something else? Oh, these are Hyannis drawstring Madras shorts. I never did buy these, but I should have. Those were so cute, aren't they? Maybe next summer. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get off here now. And I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Monday and a fantastic beginning to your week. Why, as I was saying that, did I feel like it was Thursday already? Let's not rush through the week. Tomorrow, I don't know how much I'm going to get filmed because it'll have a lot to depend on what time I get up, how late I watch BritBox tonight. I just call it BritBox. All the English shows, I just call BritBox. How late I stay up watching Shetland. Oh my God, I love that show. Shetland is so good. It is so good. How late I stay up watching Shetland, what time I get up, how many other videos I film, and if I go with Tawny Jean tomorrow, depending on the weather. So it's all of that. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Monday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.